Now that your Fireflies workspace defaults are in place, let's bring your team in. In this video, we'll walk through how to invite teammates, manage roles, and handle deactivations without running into billing surprises or access confusion later. Fireflies gives you 3 ways to add people to your workspace. The first is email invites. Type in specific email addresses and click send. Each person gets an invitation they need to accept. This is your most controlled option. You decide exactly who joins. The second is a shareable invite link. Copy the link and drop it in Slack, Teams, or an email thread. Anyone with the link can join your workspace. It's fast for onboarding a group, but less controlled, so use it when you trust everyone who'll receive it. The third is domain-based joining. Fireflies detects colleagues using your company email domain and suggests them automatically. You can invite them one by one, or click Invite All to bring everyone in at once. You can also enable automatic domain joining, but be careful here. When this is on, anyone who signs up with your company email automatically joins your workspace and takes a paid seat. Great for large rollouts, risky if you want to control costs. So which should you use? Email invites for control, shareable links for speed, domain-based for scale. Most admins start with email invites, then move to domain-based as the team grows. Once teammates join, you need to decide who gets admin access. Non-admins can use Fireflies normally. They record meetings, view their transcripts, and manage their own settings. But they can't change workspace-wide settings, manage billing, or control what other teammates can do. Admins can do all of that, plus invite and remove users, configure integrations for the team, and set default privacy and recording rules. To make someone an admin, hover over their name and click Make Admin. To remove admin access later, click Make Non-Admin. One setting to watch. By default, non-admins can invite others. If you want tighter control over who joins, turn this off in advanced settings. Only admins will be able to send invites after that. When someone leaves your company or no longer needs access, you don't delete them, you deactivate them. Deactivating removes their access to the workspace, but their meetings and data stay intact. That matters for continuity. You don't lose the transcripts from their calls. If they return or you made a mistake, just reactivate them. They'll regain access with their data still there. Here's the billing part. Deactivated users don't count toward your paid seats. So if you're paying for 20 seats and deactivate 5 people, you're now paying for 15. It's worth reviewing your active users periodically so you're not paying for seats you're not using. Before you send invites to everyone, take a moment to configure your defaults: recording behavior, meeting privacy, email recaps, and compliance notifications if your industry requires them. These apply to every new teammate who joins. Set your default recording behavior. Should Fireflies join all meetings automatically or only when invited? Set your default privacy level. Who can see meetings by default? Set your email recap preferences. Who gets notified after each call? Then invite a small pilot group, maybe 5 to 10 people. Let them use Fireflies for a week or two, gather feedback, and adjust settings if needed. Once you're confident, roll out to the full team. This prevents the scenario where you invite 200 people, realize your privacy settings were wrong, and now have to fix it across hundreds of meetings. Invite with intention, assign roles thoughtfully, and configure defaults before scaling up. Next up, SSO and SIM basics.